You actually a vet when it comes to this.
Oh wow. Okay, good.
And everything. And how you doing? Looking all sexy and tender with your Jamaican shirt.
I'm doing great. I love my life. It's been a good couple of months.
I see because I remember you talked about moving to Vegas,
Yep.
and it seemed like since you hit the ground, since boots hit the ground, no pun intended, you have been rolling.
Yes.
So tell us about so far what's been going with you out there in Vegas and how you've been adjusting and all that good shit.
Well, so I moved out here in October, and it's like you said, it's just kind of taken off. Lots of collabs with different people, making those connections, getting those groups to, start recording with. So yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, cause it's funny, right? See, I love when I bring them back for the different shows because you get to see like the journey and the upgrade. Because see, now if you look at it, it's like you see like she's just in a great place right now.
Yeah,
She look over there looking like a complete like star out this motherfucker.
good. That's exactly what we want.
So for you, how much being in Vegas, and taking advantage of being in that area that really has helped with your career? Because like, man, I've
This
been
is
seeing you pump out
great.
work.
Yeah.
Now you've been pumping it out.
So, like living in Arkansas, it was just so tough to collab with anyone. Like it was just so hard to get someone that would collab, that would get tested. And since I've been moving here,
Mm-hmm.
I've been shooting, 2 weeks out of the month when my test is good,
Mm-hmm.
and just getting it in. I mean, it's been super easy to find collabs here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because I'm pretty sure as soon as they smelled that you was in town, they were on it. You know, because it's like I talked about this a whole lot about what is called bankable models. And these ladies that if you shoot with them because they look or what have you, it's kind of a layup. Do you feel that you're heading in that direction? Because a lot of people want to work with you. And that is part of some of the reason. But go ahead.
Yeah, so I do think that's where I'm headed. Just because I haven't even been doing this 2 years yet, and already like making moves and recording with, I don't know, I guess you would call them famous people, more famous than me, I guess. Thor Johnson, I kept recorded with him a couple more times. Eddie J, I got to record with him. Um, and just, I mean, I'm making a lot of connections. Like it's made a huge difference, and I hope that one day I'm the one that everybody's like, you got to shoot with her. You have to.
Oh, most definitely, people.
Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to go ahead and get this out the damn way because this is about to be a hot show. So, hey, smokers, you know what time it is. It's time of the week. Time to smoke this over. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know who I am. Kevin Robert Southern Champ, aka the Porn Rap Star. Find my link with one link on mylinks.com/Porn Rap Star. 5 sponsors for you to enjoy this, bring you this wonderful podcast. RodSizzleMagazine.com, BrushRocker.com, The Kinky Candle Company, the Queen of Law herself, Mitchell Ferrari, and our newest one, Past That Apparel. You can find them on T Public. And trust me, you need to pass that along because it's for the 420 in you. You get me? Also, you can find me 5 days out the week at fullswapradio.com, as well as sgpradio.com, as well as skyhawkafterdarktv.com. Now, y'all done seen this lady up here before with an interview. If you was a part of the Premium Smoke Room, you saw her in her sexy leather black dress, where she showed them beautiful titties. And we're going to get her back to the Premium Smoke Room. She is right now one of the hottest ladies in the business. She is sexy as fuck. She is a country girl from Arkansas that then took her ass to the West Coast. And, well, shit, hell, she trying to take it over. I'm talking
Yes.
about none other than the sexy one herself, Pink Infanity. Say hello to the smokers.
Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing?
Oh my God. So now, We about to have some real conversations.
Okay.
Because so we didn't talk. How much did you figure out who you fuck on that camera makes a difference?
It does make a difference. And like I said, I've been up until this month, I've basically kind of been shooting with, any connection I could make.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm starting to have the ability to be a little bit more picky and do the things that I want to do. Whereas, before no one knew who I was really. They hadn't shot with me before. And so I'm just kind of going along with what other people wanted to shoot or their ideas.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm starting to pick up my ideas and I'm going to find some good people to shoot with.
Yeah, because I'm smelling more confidence with you.
Yeah.
It's like now you have become a little bit more confident and more comfortable in your skin in this.
Yeah.
How much did the move help that?
Oh, tremendously. I mean, just when you get here, it's a little bit different to be hot in a small town
Mm-hmm.
than it is to be hot in a big town. You know what I mean? Like it's a little bit, it's a confidence booster.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes you feel like I can do this. Like this is what I'm supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing anything that's going to lead me down to failure. I have a lot of confidence that this is going to go very well.
And mind you, who was the main one told you that what was going to happen?
You, yeah. You told me I blew up when I got down here.
I said, no, you going to Vegas? Oh, you gonna get they gonna smell blood in the water. They coming. So no, because see, just like you saying that now it seems that you want to do.
What now?
And you like one thing you're talking about is because there's things that you want to do, ways you want to shoot, things you want to shoot.
Yeah.
So for you, one, why is it people act like adding to your repertoire or expanding or what have you is a bad thing? Like for example, a girl do boy girl, then they'll say, well, if they see her do boy girl, then they're gonna want you to see her do a threesome. Then they're gonna want to see you do a gangbang. But in essence, that's part of the course of our business is for us to explore that and stuff like that. So for you, what type of scenes that you're now looking to do for you? Now you're
Okay.
taking more control of your content creation.
So I'm looking into doing more storylines. Just with a quite a long intro, not long, but like 3 or 4 or 5 minutes. That way I can post on TikTok, I can post it on Instagram, and little clips or little 30-second snippets of it, and get a lot more traction. And then gangbangs and are something that always sells good for me. So I am looking at doing those and more than just the boy girl or girl girl.
Mm-hmm.
I think those sell better. So I'm looking at doing those as well.
See, females act like, and people act like you can't have variety on your site or the type of content that you shoot. Because I was a firm believer and was taught you want the fans when they come on there not to say no at no time.
Yeah.
Period. And plus moderation is a key. So for you, when it comes to like with the storylines, because one thing I've been talking about is telling our story, wherever that story may be, what have you. For you, what type of stories do you want to relay with your storylines?
So I think it's just fantasies that everyone has, and then a little bit of my nerdy side is going to come out. I have like stepdad, coach, teacher, stepbrother, kidnapping. I even have like a CIA thing that I want to do.
See, I always want to do a scene called the stakeout where me and this girl was a cop and we supposed to be watching this stakeout. We end up fucking and missed the whole shit.
Yeah, that would be good. I'm gonna have to write that one down.
But see, but to me, it's like, okay, let's keep it 100. Doing those type scenes, people don't realize it helped the bigger companies pinpoint you easier.
Yeah.
Even though, yeah, they might be more extreme. I ain't gonna say extreme. I can't say extreme. That's the wrong word. More elaborate. Or even, or y'all might say it's more fake because y'all acting out something. But ain't the whole point is to work with the major companies at some point?
Yes, I think so. But honestly, I would like to be able to make money and do all of my own things without having to sign a contract. But yes, I do hope to, at some point get a lot more paid shoots that, just because those really help, like just kind of get you noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So I do hope to do that. I don't want to sign a contract really.
Oh, that's covered. You go get paid kicks. I already know that's covered. There's nothing you can do about that
I've done two
one.
paid shoots since I've been here.
Mhm. But even more so than that, you it's not just also the pay gigs, it's shooting like they shoot to a certain extent.
Yes. Hiring a cameraman is also something that I'm going to need to really start focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
I've got all my scenes caught up, because I was like really behind on scenes when I moved here because there was no one to shoot with. Well, so I finally got my scenes all caught up, shot enough to where I have plenty of content. So now, like I said, I can be pickier, take my time with things, and maybe only shoot, instead of shooting like 8 or 9 scenes in 2 weeks, I can shoot probably 4, and it'll be worth it
Yeah,
because I can feel better.
because it enables you to now really focus on the quality even more. And it's more about the quality.
Yes. I
You
call
know.
it my fantasy playground.
Because to me, I think it's about impact. And I think that was a conversation I was having with a young lady. It's you don't have to have a lot of scenes for them scenes to be impactful.
Yeah.
It's just
And you have to be different. Something about you has to be different. And I've struggled with that because most of mine is my personality that kind of, sets me apart from other females. And I find that difficult to portray online because I have ADHD. And so like, I just want to like say what it is instead of like build it up.
Well, see, I'm gonna tell you what's funny because everybody want to have the conversation about I want to be authentic. I want to be authentic. The key to this business is building a persona of some kind.
Yes.
Even though that persona is authentic to who you are,
Yes.
it's still something because guys want to fantasize about y'all.
Yes.
Period. And for you, it's like I said, it seems like you have now become even more comfortable in being a sex symbol.
Yes.
Being sexy, being viewed as sexy. How much have your confidence on your sexuality side as well as in your body and your skin since you moved out there and been doing more filming?
So, every time that I, went to a scene and they compliment me on my body or how beautiful they think I am, and, knowing that they've slept with this many people or, if they shoot content regularly, that lets me know that I've at least got the looks, and that really lets you just become more comfortable while you're shooting the scenes. And then, of course, as you watch yourself, because I edit my own stuff now. And so as I'm watching myself, I'm like, "Oh, don't do that, girl. Don't do that. Don't do that one."
but see, you have. But I told you before, and we talked about it. You have a look that, for one, the average person wouldn't think that you were a straight up white girl.
Yeah.
So you have a look that can span different type ethnicities or what have you. You have an exotic look, and then the body, well, yeah.
Body's okay.
Okay, my ass. So for you, how much do you plan to play off of that?
Oh, a lot. I've already started using, some tags, Latina, because I hear that a lot. I've been using those, in the description or, in the hashtags or whatever. Just kind of playing off that. That's what everybody thinks I am.
Yeah, I thought that, or at least mixed,
That's fine. Well, I do have Cherokee Indian in me, but like that's not
Okay,
really.
yeah. There you go. See,
Yeah.
so I knew it was something because I was like Arkansas.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know she the finest girl in the town. Off
That's
gate.
why I said it's different being a fine girl in a small town
Yeah.
than it is being a fine girl in a big town because there's a lot more bitches that could look better than you in a big town.
But yeah, I mean, but it's like I said, but before when it comes to when you go to, cause I always hear about that conversation where you have females that go to the big city and they find out that they ain't the hottest. You feel
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And with you, like I said, the telltale of a female's work is how much she's in demand. So
Yeah.
for you, let's talk about that. How it feels to be find out that I can run with these sharks in this pool.
It was a huge confidence booster just knowing that I'm having to, pick and choose who I'm shooting with or, scheduling this guy the next month or something because I have so many people trying to shoot.
Mm-hmm.
That just lets me know that I'm doing what I'm doing right. So
Oh my goodness. So now, because like I said, I know we talk about game bang, what have you. What's some of the things that you want to achieve film wise, scene wise that you haven't done yet while you out there?
so I'm planning on doing like an anal like threesome or foursome or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like in the works down the line, maybe in the next month or two.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that I do want to explore. It's just not something that I feel like I have to explore right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I want it to be perfect,
Mm-hmm.
whenever we shoot. That's about it. I mean, I like group scenes. I would like to find more women to shoot with, but that's been more difficult than finding guys to shoot with.
Damn. And there's a lot of female porn stars out there in Vegas.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
hopefully those connections will start coming.
So so now with like I said with the filming what have you, because now you say you have built up enough content or what have you. And now you're saying that you're not gonna be more picky. What now is gonna be the difference between when we first talked and I asked you the question of what they had to bring to the table versus now?
Okay, so now, unless someone has a better idea of what kind of scene to shoot than me, then it's going to be my way. And I don't mean that in a hateful or disrespectful way. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
if you have something better, let's hear it. But I don't want just a basic boy girl scene, because I have plenty of those scenes. So that's not what I need right now. I need, storylines or something that I can twist and turn and, advertise everywhere and it not just be something I can only advertise like on Twitter and OnlyFans.
So now I'm gonna ask you this because a lot of females get comfortable with even if it's a the role play scenes. Now for you, it seems like to me you're doing more. These scenes a little bit more elaborate per se. Not necessarily that you're gonna write a script for it, but you want him to play some type of character. You want a story that precedes that sex.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So for you, why do you want to go in that direction? And two, why don't more females want to go in that direction?
So why do I want to go in this direction? It's because it will give me more content and it will set me aside from other females. But it will give me more content, like I said, to post on Instagram, to post on TikTok, where you pull your followers in from, you
Mm-hmm.
know, and you can kind of get them hooked in on that, and then they'll want to come and watch your video. I'll probably do role plays at some point in the future. I like any kind of scenes that just are a little bit different. Working on the nastier scenes, just just trying some different things out, really. And I think the reason why other females don't want to is because it takes time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not, if you're just going there to fuck and record, you've got about an hour. Like an hour is all it takes. Get the paperwork signed, all of that. And if it's someone that knows what they're doing, it's just an hour. Well, I mean, it'll take you an extra hour probably to get the rest of the, the intro recorded, or at least another 30 or 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think that's a big thing. And maybe, a lot of people don't want to stand up and say, no, 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 this is what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And even before now, that's, the way I was is, whatever scene you want to shoot is cool with me. I appreciate you shooting with me, blah, blah, blah. Well, I mean, you just have to kind of stand up for yourself and be like, no, this is what I want to shoot. This is my idea. Do you have a better idea? Or, but it definitely takes that extra time that a lot of people aren't prepared to put into it.
It's like, okay, even with me, right? Because this, when I was at the height of what I was doing, I wanted shit that would stand the test of time.
Yeah.
That's just how I looked at it.
Yeah.
Period. It's like, just like if I did a female president, I did a nurse scene, but I did it a little different. To me, the biggest mistake that I think a lot of females make and a lot of people make is that they try to sell sex. It's not sex that sells.
Yeah.
It's the image, it's the fantasy, it's the story of it.
Yes.
Period. And to me, I'm sorry, I always wanted to be an actor, so this is my opportunity to be an actor. Period. Because I mean, why not act out the fantasy that you thought about?
Yeah.
And two, it makes, like you say, it makes the scene stand out. To me, I think you how can I put this? People that do it that way, to me, make long sustainable money more so than the OnlyFans type shit.
Yeah.
Period. Speak to that.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I heard before. I shot with someone last month, and we did more of the longer intro. It was like a cup scene. And when I saw how he did the intros and like posted it everywhere, I was just like, yeah, that's definitely, I mean, that's the way that I want to go. He sells very good. These, my fans had a huge reaction to this. And everyone wants, a little bit more than just sex. I mean, you can find just sex on the internet for free.
Yeah.
But they want something that they can relate to, or, that they've also fantasized about. And I think that that's the key. You have to stay relatable and like stay up with the times and just keep giving your fans what they want.
Yeah, because it's the point where, like, and I had this conversation too, that this generation thinks that women like rough sex.
Yeah.
And to me, this is the other reason why I love doing role play scenes, is that I came from the era where it was sensual sex. It was soft sex. I ain't talking about it. And when I mean it was kissing, it was touching. And to me, those type scenes, I think, last longer and go over better. Don't get it twisted. You have the role play, BDSM, face fuck, beat the brakes off of type shit.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, those scenes don't hit the same, especially coming off a good goddamn skit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that too. I think that the sensual scenes, everyone kind of is like, oh, that could be me. So I feel like that's another reason why they like to watch those as well.
Yeah. And then two, I mean, fans, look at Pink. Dude, she look like someone you just want to beat the brakes off of.
Don't hurt me.
Look, I mean, if I was a woman, I'd be kind of, I feel some type of way, dude, like, I just want to fuck the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Type of woman.
That's not what I ever want. I mean, unless I'm asking specifically for a rough scene, like I definitely want it sensual, a lighter touch, because especially as a creator, like it's so hard to stay in that mindset as you're shooting. So things can tend to hurt worse as a female when you're not in that mindset and completely like just blown away horny.
And two, let's keep it 100. when you're feeling sexy, do you really want to get dog fucked?
No.
You got all this sex ass outfit with these sex ass heels. You want to be sensually damn near made love to. You don't want to be the brace. I mean, don't get it twisted. It's pulling the hair part of it. Yeah, you do have to want to change your pace. You're a fucker. But I'm just saying, it's kind of like, to me, I'm starting to see that come back in the game now.
Yeah.
Period. And for you, how much, when it comes to when you're shooting your scenes, that you want to show sexy and sex appeal?
Oh, in every scene, I feel like that's something that you should try to show, which is another reason why I'm trying to do the storylines, is because I feel like it can show another version of me without being naked, because the intros will mostly be, clothed, or at least safe for work. So, and just kind of get those fantasy brains going.
And it's the point that I love working around clothes. That's the other thing. Not every scene should supposed to be completely butt naked.
Yeah.
And it's like, to me, it's like, how much did old school porn influences your porn now?
I don't think it does. I think that the only thing that's influenced me is just, the things, I guess, that I enjoyed watching. I like threesomes, I like gangbangs, I like to watch those things. And that's the only thing that's influenced me so far.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I haven't done a whole lot of those, it's just because the opportunity's not been there. Mm-hmm. Because it's hard to get everyone, together at the same time and everything. But I mean, I feel like it's only thing that's really influenced me is the kind of things that I like to watch. Mm-hmm. I don't watch a lot of porn.
So you say you like watching gangbangs and threesomes, huh? You say it ain't funny, the home can have none. So now I'm gonna ask you this:
more than one.
Why is gangbangs becoming very popular now?
I'm not sure. I'm guessing that's just what everyone wants to see, because, like I said, those are my top selling videos, especially DVP. Yeah.
And now the thing about it is, when it comes to the gangbang, what do the fans don't get or understand, or the misconception they have about the gangbang that these girls be filming, and the gangbang itself?
So I feel like, everybody has their own version in their mind about what a gangbang should be. But I think that most people just think it's supposed to be like a rough, break this chick down gangbang, and that's just that's not how they are,
Mm-hmm. So why would they have that is it, okay, I put it this way, is it society's thought of what a gangbang is, or is it just the image that porn has portrayed of what the gangbangs are?
I think it's more, for me, what society thinks a gangbang would be. I think that when you think of a gangbang, you automatically think rough, nasty and rough. But I mean, they don't have to be that way either. They don't have to be super rough or, hard on the female. If everyone is willing, I mean, it can be a good scene and everybody is okay, because, I mean, doggy style hurts me a lot. So harder one for me to do, especially during a gangbang when they're trying to hurt you or, pound you down.
So why did doggy style hurt?
What?
Why did doggy style hurt?
So from what I hear, everyone says that my pussy is real enclosed. And so it hits my cervix is what happens. I'm actually looking at getting my cervix and uterus removed so that's not a problem.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so
It hits it. I can feel it when a dick hits it, and it's like doggy style is one of the worst ways.
Even the curved dick.
Yeah, sometimes curved is worse. It depends on which way it curves, but
See, damn, you learn something new every day. So no, because it's just crazy. Like each year is always be something new that all the girls say they want to talk about. The last year was anal. This year now it's the gangbang. I'm curious to see what next year is going to be.
yeah.
And for you, I'm gonna ask you this: how much do you want? Of course, when you start filming the gangbangs to be. Do you want the gangbangs to be a staple of your brand, or one of the one of your repertoires of the brand?
I want it to be something in my repertoire, not what I'm known for doing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think there's more to me than just a gangbang. So I feel like, the storylines and things like that, because I'm getting pretty detailed with those.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping that is kind of what's going to set me apart is, my humor or, just, how I'm thinking of the storyline and how it goes. So I'm hoping that's what I'll be known for. And my ass, maybe.
Now, here's the other part. Now, the way that you talk about the way you, oh, of course, your ass is going to be known, but the way that you're talking about the type of things you're going to do, um, are you looking to advance how you distribute your content? And what I mean by that is, you're talking DVD shit. Let's keep it 100. We talking movies. You talking about making movies. You ain't making no fucking scenes.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Yeah.
for you, are you looking to distribute it as movies? Meaning that with
I'm
the
not opposed to
go
that.
ahead.
I'm not opposed to that. I haven't thought about that,
Mm-hmm.
but I would be open to that.
And stuff like that. And then two, also, are you looking to do any series?
Yeah, I think the CIA storyline will end up being a series, and I'm sure I won't be able to say CIA. It'll just be like high intelligence agency. I don't know something.
Or or a detective or you a detective agency?
Yeah, something like that. I just don't need to get it like a cease and desist from the CIA or something like that. Would it be good?
No, because to me, doing stuff like that helps build the fantasy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who she is or what have you, because you kind of want to be every man's fantasy and every type woman of his fantasy.
Yes.
Period. So for you, it's kind of like when you think about, like, of course, the series that you're talking about now, what have you, like, the character that you're gonna play in this. Tell me, who's the character in this?
Who's the character?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Who is
so
she?
it's kind of like based off of Basic Instinct. It's going to be kind of something like that. Sexy like her, but I'm going to actually be the agent.
Mm.
And either like it'll be my mission is to sleep with a man for a certain reason or get compromising footage or something along those lines. But yeah, Basic Instinct vibe is what I'm going
I
for.
can see that she got the ponytail. She in the CIA
Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah. I told you I'm a nerd.
No, because
Run with it.
honestly, I've been saying this anyway. You get your fetish bag and also your cosplay bag and stuff of that nature as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because the type content that you shoot, there's someone that's gonna like it and want it.
Yes.
Period. There's somebody that would want the cop shit. That is a fetish.
Yeah.
I talked to a girl when she was talking about that she got a cast. I said, "You ain't filmed with a cast? What?
Somebody out there will want it for sure.
What? Yeah, go ahead and get hit doggy style. You wearing that cast and tell me that shit won't see. Period. So for you, it's like, have you man, you thought about, like, um cosplay?
Yes, I have.
Mm.
I figured I would dip in and do a couple of these storylines first, and then start like dipping into the cosplay as well. Yeah, I plan on doing it all.
Stop playing. You about to start a studio. Stop. You about to start a studio. And, I mean, honestly, that's where it's heading. Period. Because if you're doing this business and you truly love it and you like doing it, you like creating, you eventually you're going to end up heading towards making a studio.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And creating a fantasy and a universe in the whole nine. Because that's the people don't realize that's the way that you make money.
yeah,
And everything. And then, like I said, also some of it you speak to refurbishing of the content. Now, what I mean by that, this is what she said. She said, I take the skit part and I put it on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Speak to ladies knowing and learning how to refurbish their scenes. And that's the beauty of why you do the role play scenes with the skit and all that.
yeah.
More ways to refurbish it. Go ahead.
So I think, a lot of people that get into this business don't realize how important social media is going to be to your accounts. And one of my highest, well, second highest video on TikTok. I mean, I had a ton of people follow me on Instagram from there and on Twitter. So, I mean, and that was it was like a 15-second video that I wasn't posting for that reason at all. And so those sites are extremely important, and being able to have enough, content to refurbish on TikTok or on Instagram, it just makes your job easier. I've heard a lot of creators say, there's three versions for everything. A safe for work, like a Twitter, and then like on our spicy pages, and you just have to kind of do that. That way you're not having to try so hard. You've already got this content for all of those things, instead of having to get ready a separate day, go out and record or whatever, to try to advertise for your pages.
Yeah, because man, it's work.
Yes.
It's motherfucking work. So now that you in basically one thing you were saying was, of course, finding dick to fuck, which was in Arkansas.
Yes.
So how much has been? Yeah, we about to really have fun with this one. How much good dick has you ran into since you've been there?
A few. Just a few.
She said a few.
Well, so for me to like really enjoy it, I'm like you. It needs to be sensual. It needs to be me and him focused. It needs to be that I feel like the center of attention.
Yeah.
And it's difficult to do that when you're getting ready to shoot a scene, because you can't. I mean, you don't even know the person pretty much. I mean, a lot of times, you're meeting this person for the first time. So for it to be good dick to me, I have to be in my headspace.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I haven't had any bad dick,
Mm-hmm.
but I have to be in my headspace for it to be considered like actually good sex for me, because that way I can enjoy it.
Because see, one of the misconceptions is that they automatically assume that every dude you fuck is a good fuck or some good dick. That you come every time and all that shit, period. And how, especially now that you've been filming a lot, how often have you had to deal with chemistry being off?
A few times. It's just awkward, like you're just ready to like get the scene done and get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think you can see that on camera. I feel like that's something that people can feel when the chemistry is off. So I haven't had to deal with it too much though.
Now, were these content trade shoots or were these paid shoots?
I've only done 2 paid shoots, and the rest of them have been collaborations.
So some of the collaboration was like that.
Yeah.
Mm. So now with collaboration, of course, I guess you talk ahead or what have you. Speak to what would make a collaboration be off? Because you would think that because it's collaboration, one, we kind of choosing the person based off we want to fuck them because we're looking at their shit. And we also are able to chit chat with them ahead of time before the shoot. So you would think that ice been broke or what have you. And trust me, I've been there where, yeah. So speak to what some of the factors that might would make a collab not go as smoothly.
So I feel like if you can tell that the guy's super insecure or not sure of himself, I feel like that's going to kind of bring it down a little. And I think this is going to sound bad, but I mean, hygiene is another thing that, like, I feel like sometimes men may not be as aware, of like a sweat smell or, if they haven't taken a shower in 4 or 5 hours, it's not going to be fresh. And so, like, for me, that's a big thing because I come fresh, like, and clean up right before, you know what I mean? Like, so for me, that's a huge thing as well. And then I think, when guys have difficulty getting it up, that also kind of makes me feel bad. I've always been told it's not my fault. It's just, performance anxiety. And, I understand that happens to guys, but like that kind of throws everything off as well.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna front. It's like, it's a dude. It happens to the best of us. Yeah. He's Mr. Happy's not working.
Yeah. And that's okay. Like I mean, I know it happens. And I feel super bad when it happens. But I mean, I know as females, we have we can fake it till we make it. So we're good. But I feel bad when that happens. Like, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to do something specific or like, what do we need to do to get you comfortable or whatever?
Yeah, because also what's also a little surprising is that, like I said, now that you're in Vegas and you're around more established talent, it happens to establish talent.
Yes. Not as much as it happens to the newer ones.
Oh no, because the newer ones do.
Yeah. It's only happened a couple of times since I moved here, and it's always either someone that's new or someone that likes me a little more than just for the scene. So that has been an issue before too.
You said like you?
Yes.
So wait a second. So he got turned off shooting because he wanted it off camera.
No. He had a little bit of trouble getting it hard because he said he felt so nervous. It was more than just a scene.
Oh,
because he said I was so beautiful and my personality is so great, and like I guess I like made him nervous. I don't know.
You mind fucked him before you fucked him. No, but it proves a point that you got to be cold to step on that set, man. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart.
No, it's not. And I had someone, and I can't remember. Oh, okay. It was somebody new that I was going to try to shoot with that was not a creator, right here. Very sexy black guy, and I was like, yeah, we can do that. And I told him, he was like, well, how does it go? And I was like, well, we'll have to come. You'll have to come here. We'll have to set up. We'll have to get camera angles that we know look good. We'll have to test them out, and then we'll have to stop after each position and redo it. Move the cameras because I don't have a cameraman. And he was like, oh, I just thought we would come in and just fuck and that would be done. No.
Yeah, that's what they think.
That's all how it goes. That's not how it goes at all.
No, that's what they think. That's the biggest misconception because they think that we just set up a camera or just hold the cell phone and we fuck. There's no thought behind it.
You're not going to get very far doing it like that.
No.
And
it's not a sustainable business model. No. As much as social media tries and OnlyFans trying to make you think otherwise.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially now in this day and age with the economy. Motherfuckers won't want bang for their buck. And 6 minutes ain't going to work.
I have lowered all my video prices because I'm like, the economy's shit. No one can pay that money for the videos right now. So like,
I don't know because motherfuckers paid in installments to go to Coachella. So
True.
nah, it's like any vice, they gonna pay
Yeah.
for what they did. They gonna complain about eggs being high.
Yeah.
But if they want that porn, they gonna pay for that porn.
Well, and hopefully the economy gets better and I can raise those back up a little bit. But as of right now, it's not. Nobody has money.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything is so tight. Everything is so questionable right now. Nobody knows what's going to happen with any fucking thing in the economy. So, I mean, I'm lowering my prices to, that way everybody is able to buy what I have for sale.
And see, what's gonna be so sad right now if it gets to the point of a recession, depression, guess what everybody gonna end up doing? Taking that ass straight to OnlyFans because they're gonna think it's the pandemic. It's not the pandemic no more, people. People outside now. Because I noticed that too these past couple of weeks that the theme underlined that pandemic come down. And everybody's feeling it, even to our business. And trust me, we feel it probably worse than any other entertainment genre when it comes to all this is going down.
Yeah, because we're a luxury. We're basically a luxury item. We're not something that you have to have. There's plenty of free porn on the internet. Like, you don't have to buy our stuff. So until the prices of everything around us come down and everybody's got a little more money in their pocket, yeah, I'm gonna go with the flow, and I lowered my prices.
But see, that's why it goes back to, here's a hint. Y'all complain about the free porn. See, this is how you make money. Get a program on the site where the free porn is at, to where technically it might be free, but you're getting paid for them to watch it.
Yeah, I have. Thor said that I could release some of our content for free if I wanted to, just to kind of get me some recognition. And so I posted one of our fisting videos on there, and it's got quite a few hits as well.
Yeah, no, because it's like females act like, one, is one scene that you're giving up, and two, you're making money from the views, and it's gonna bring traffic to your site to a certain extent.
And even if you're not making a whole lot of money from the views, you're still getting recognition. People are still searching up that. That's the reason why, a lot of people put their older videos or the not so good videos, for free. No, I want to put some of my better videos out for free. That way they want to come, visit my site.
And see, that's the reason why the key to this business is film, film, film.
Yes.
The more content you have, the better off you is, and the more you can move.
Yes. I'm in the process now of opening up. Well, I've already opened it on Loyal Fans. I'm starting to upload all of my content to there. And Sheer is another one. I have several on Sheer, but I have like 40 on there. But I'm trying to get all of my videos uploaded from previously. That way I'm starting fresh. But so Loyal Fans is one of the newer ones that I do have.
Yeah, because the way the game is now is that because guys are creatures of habit, you kind of need to have it on multiple platforms.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to say it, no different than if you were trying to do music. You get the distribution. You
income from all the different places. So
even with my podcast, I'm everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's about making money, and it's good to have more than one check.
Yes, they come in handy.
Oh my goodness! So but like I said, I ain't gonna front. I'm like, she looked different, people. I'm like, oh shit, she's settling into her starness.
Yes, I'm settling in. I'm stepping into it.
Oh my God.
I'm embracing it.
Oh my God. So people, we done held this sexy lady up here for an hour. So she's gonna be back. And we're gonna bring that sexy ass back to Loyal Fans, which she just mentioned, to Premium Smoke Room. That's right, people. 4 premium podcasts for you to enjoy, plus special events. I even go live on X from time to time. You know what happens on there. The conversation gets saucier. The tits come out. Dildos might pop out. You don't know what might pop off unless you subscribe. Also, check out my XXX store. We can see my work as I give ladies the work because big dicks growing the sticks. That's why they used to call it Big Country. Also, subscribe to my Spotify, where I had the smoke on it, as well as Savage Smoke, where I talk to the industry's top male talented producers, as we give you that real smoke about the industry. And both of them are a good price for you to enjoy during this recessional time. So whether it's premium smoke or you want some Savage Smoke and want to see where I had the smoke on, either way, get the smoke. And it's for a great price as we speak. So, baby girl, tell everybody where they can spend money on you, baby.
You can spend money on me on OnlyFans, on Loyal Fans, on Sheer, on ManyVids, and it's Pink Infanity on every site.
Yes. So people, what did we smoke over today? What did we leave you with? And what did you learn? Well, she moved to Vegas. One, because she got tired of Arkansas and she wanted to see the big city. Yeah. And she wanted to advance her career. But see, here's the key. The move wasn't the key. The key is taking advantage of opportunities that are given to us. See, the thing about it is a lot of ladies, they get opportunities and they don't take advantage of them. Whether they're shoots, whether they're opportunities to be seen, to be on a podcast, to be on a show, to be on a YouTube channel, to shoot with somebody. There's opportunities that can help build your career and make and expand your career. It's up to you to have to step through them doors when them doors are open. Because, yeah, not everybody can make a move to help build their career. So what do? You take your ass to one of these damn conventions and you make the best of it. Because, like I said, sometimes it's about the impact. Mm-hmm. You don't have to shoot 100 scenes to have the impact. Because how I know this, Heather Hunter, everyone thinks she shot over 100 scenes. No, she only shot 8 movies. And she's a Hall of Famer. That should tell you something.
Yeah.
Impact. Like I said, the key to this is it ain't about how cute you are. It ain't about how fat that ass is, them tits. You can be the greatest dick sucker on the goddamn green earth. If you ain't got the work ethic, mm-hmm. if you ain't got the ambition, and you ain't got the drive and consistency, them other attributes ain't gonna mean shit.
Yeah.
Because it's always gonna be the girl that outworks you that makes it.
Yep.
Because like I said, everyone thinks they can suck a dick. But the real question is, can you make money sucking a dick? Yep. Without actually sucking a dick?
Yeah.
So with that being said, people, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over. Say goodbye to him, Pink.
Bye-bye.